Gonna wait for everyone to tune in. Pardon me. I still have my cold.
Night portrait. View clear. YouTube.
We are currently
Red
live.
circle. Watch live now. Austin's Tech. Live tech review. Is it worth it to buy the iPod Touch 6th generation? Attachment.
Yes,
Lock
and that
3 of 3 Wi-Fi. Voiceover off.
and that device that just read out that notification was the iPod Touch 6th generation. We are going to do a review on it.
Switch camera. But 0 watching now. 0 switch.
Hey guys.
Button.
I got Bryce Sumner on the line because he thought it would be a good idea to, because we got talking about the iPod Touch 6th generation and how it is. I don't have a tripod for my iPhone, so bear with me.
Well,
Switch camera. But
I mean, I have a personal
now.
iPod Touch
0
9
likes.
so it's older, but still, it's pretty bad. The iPod 6.
I mean, if you're going to want a device, get an iPad or a new iPhone. Like, seriously, don't waste your money on the iPod Touch. One, there's drawbacks. The screen on it ain't the best. You don't get 3D touch. Really? We're not talking about Windows, so shut the heck up, Eloquence. Get a life.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my next video. Why do I hate Eloquence? Yeah, I know why now, and there's your reason. But
Wait, what? Because it doesn't get a life, yeah. Great.
yeah. Well, if it did, it would freak a lot of people out.
But
Switch
the
camera.
batteries on it are bad too, and the screens on it aren't the
0
best.
likes.
Yeah, I don't know who was watching because it said one person watching just a little bit ago. But, if you're not a voiceover user and you want a temporary, streaming device or whatever that you don't really care, it's a low-end quality device, and I don't know how much the iPod Touch is worth on the Apple Store, but, I mean, I think, just from my point of view, it ain't worth it, like, seriously. I mean, I own an iPod Touch. I've owned it for, like, almost, 3 years now? And I have loved the iPad Mini 4, the iPhone 7 I'm currently streaming on, and even, okay, Google, what time is it?
The time is 9:05.
The Google Home, and the crappy Alexa, which I don't have plugged in, which I am replacing that with something.
Yeah, we know what he's replacing it with.
They know, but y'all will find out because I don't know if it's going to work if I have enough funds to do it. Over the next year or two, I will be getting a new iPad and a new iPhone. Over the next 3 years.
And a new beep.
Yeah, and something good.
Yeah,
That's going to
what I
blow
said.
all Windows users out of the water.
Oh, yeah, that too. But I was talking about something else that competes with Alexa.
Oh, gosh. But, as I was saying, now we're going to start off with one little speed hands that a lot of blind people use. It's called VoiceOver. We're going to triple click the home button. 1, 2, 3.
Voiceover on. Portrait. FaceTime.
Honestly, the Apple Watch is better than
FaceTime
the
calls.
iPod Touch.
Double tap to open.
And excuse my cough. I'm still very sick from a cold. But I needed to make this video. I was supposed to make it before Black Friday, but whatever. Alright. So, as you see, as a blind user, it takes 3 seconds to start up VoiceOver.
Page
And
2 of 5.
and it just
Page 4 of 5.
and it doesn't just get
Twitter.
worse.
Double tap to open.
We launched Twitter. Waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Twitter.
4 seconds.
See what's happening in the world right. Twitter.
4 seconds to launch Twitter. Alright?
Oh my god.
And then now
Page 4 of 5. Adjustable. Swipe
And
up
that isn't
page,
even
page 2 of page 3 of 5.
And now we're gonna launch
2 new
YouTube.
items. Double tap to open.
YouTube's part of Google services. Let's see how long it's gonna take. 1, 2, 3. It
Cast.
took 3 seconds to
Play on
launch.
TV or speakers. 3 red circle. We will be live for our weekly show at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. UTC. As well as auditing your channels, we will be talking about YouTube's new feature, Stories. Looking forward to seeing you all then. Home, YouTube, 2 new items. Double home, FaceTime, 2 missed FaceTime calls. Double tap to page 2 of
How
page
good?
voiceover
How
off.
good is the iPod Touch with launching settings? 1. And see, it launches it way faster. But always, the iPod Touch, it doesn't matter what Apple device, they're always going to launch settings very fast because that's the primary thing of an Apple device.
Well,
Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 likes.
I'm not hating the iPod Touch here. If you want a decent, slow quality, starter device, then go with the iPod Touch. Now, we're going to go on to battery life. You've noticed that this battery life on this iPod Touch, it is crappy. It is very crappy.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And right now,
Do not 38% battery power. Status bar item.
Bryce knows when I
Swipe down
unplugged
with
it.
3 fingers to reveal notifications.
I unplugged
Swipe
it.
up with 3
Okay,
fingers
Google.
to reveal the control
What
center.
time is it?
Double tap to scroll to top.
9:09.
It's 9:09 p.m. I unplugged it 20 minutes ago. It was at 99%. That's how fast it dropped to that percentage at 100% brightness. Now, is everyone going to use their iPod Touch at 100% brightness? No.
Speech off. Speech on. Screen curtain. Do not 38% battery
Still
power.
38%.
Status bar item. Swipe
Now, it
down
won't
with
be here a
3
long
fingers to
time.
reveal notifications. Voiceover off.
Now, we're going to launch we're going to close out all apps and
Voiceover on.
Relaunch.
Portrait. Battery life. Twitter. Double tap to open.
relaunch Twitter. 1, 2,
Twitter.
3.
See what's
So it
happening
took-
at Twitter. Voiceover off.
3 seconds. So, in that 3 seconds, it took that long to launch Twitter. Now, one of the communication apps you use on the iPod Touch would be Skype from Microsoft. Now, we're going to do this with VoiceOver.
Skype. Double tap to open.
1, 2. Took 2
Brain cell.
seconds.
Active button. Skype. Double tap to
Can you
open.
not run a Skype call on there, or can you?
You can, but the iPod Touch will not. It will last about 25 minutes to 40 minutes on a call. Oh my gosh! And there is a drawback. The reason why, and I'm gonna get on Microsoft's behind about this. You cannot lock the screen in iOS on a Skype call. If do, it hangs it up. So there's your drawback on Skype and a Skype call on an iPod Touch and iOS. Now, before you all Android fans come on this channel and start bragging that you can lock a screen on Android, on Skype, it only does it to certain people, and it's weird. Because I have talked to a few people on Skype and was able to lock my screen without it hanging up.
Switch camera. 0 live. 0 watching now. 0 likes.
And, if you're going to get something like the iPad here, for, your blind users watching, watch this. 3, 2, 1.
Voiceover on. Landscape.
Took a second, and that's in a Skype call on the iPad Mini 4.
44% battery power. Charging.
44% battery power. If you're gonna get something and you want a small device, a good iPad, like the iPad Mini 4, even though it will lose software compatibility on iOS 13.
No, it
If
won't.
Yes, it will. I believe it. No. Wait, no. Hold on. What will?
The
No.
iPhone, the iPhone 6 and the
iPod Touch 6th generation will.
well, and the iPads too, because they have the A8.
Yep. Mini 4 has the A8.
So does the Mini 3.
Yeah, so the Mini 3 and the Mini 4 will be losing iOS.
Actually, no, Mini 3 has A7, I think.
So then it would only get iOS 12.
Yeah.
I'll have to look. Okay, Google. What kind of processor is in the iPad Mini 4?
On the website AppleInsider.com,
I do know
they
this
say,
stuff, but I'm making
Apple
sure.
has engineered the iPad Mini 4's version of the A8 processor to
Okay.
make it slightly faster than the original chip used in the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, a report said on Tuesday.
iPad Mini 4? That did not sound like an iPad Mini 4. Did you hear that misspelling?
Yeah, it said iPad Mini 5.
Options. But
Echo.
filters.
But,
Dock.
Time's
Music.
8:14
Double tap to
p.m.
go.
No, it's
Page
true.
2 of 5. Voiceover off.
Drop it on Family Echo Dot. Echo. Drop in on Family Echo Dot.
oh gosh. And I'm live streaming and Bryce is going to drop in on his family.
No one's home. You can't hear anything from it.
Voiceover on.
Still,
Portrait.
there's still...
FaceTime. 38% battery power. Status. App switcher. Voiceover
Oh,
off.
that's another thing it does. Oh, jeez.
It will stick at the same percentage until you launch a app.
Yeah, remember Justin's iPod is...
Oh, look at this. Look at this. The App Store glitch.
Today. Tab. Select. Cannot connect to App Store.
That's another bug you'll have with the iPod Touch. It doesn't like to agree with the Wi-Fi. I mean...
Retry. Button. Retry. Best of
For-
2018. Voiceover.
for a device or, a device that you want to have to not always rely on. Like, a device that won't be your daily driver. Don't expect it to be your iPod Touch. The iPod Touch is not the best daily driver. Now, my App Store has... Whoa. 5 updates. We're going to update this, and we're going to see what the battery drops down to.
Portrait. FaceTime. 33% battery power. Top of screen. Up. My account. Update all. Dim. Button.
So it's updating all.
Camera. 31% battery power. Status bar.
I don't know if y'all saw that,
Swipe
but that
down
was
with
just a
3
little
fingers
bit of
to
App
reveal
Store.
notifications. Swipe with 3 fingers to reveal the planner. 31% back through. Location tracking. 23 words.
Whoa!
Reach 23% battery power. Status bar up 23%. Alert. Low battery.
Whoa! Look at that. Low battery already. And all there was 5 updates, and it probably only has 3 remaining. Look at how bad that battery is. It drops that low that quickly. I mean, I cannot believe that. Gosh darn it. Bear with me. But
Close. Button. App Store.
only 1 update out of 4 was done. So,
16%
look
battery
at that.
power.
16%
Swipe down
already.
with 3 fingers to reveal notifications. With 3 fingers to reveal the control center. Tap to scroll top. Voiceover off.
Okay, my conclusion is, unless you're at 100%, don't expect your iPod Touch to really survive because it shuts off at 3% battery remaining. Which what I mean by is, it shuts off at 13% battery. Unlike the iPhone, anywhere from 2% to 0%. iPad, 1% to 0%. And I don't know about the Apple Watch. So yeah.
13% battery power. Status bar. Words. Top of book. App Store. One update available. Double
One
tap to
update.
open.
See, I'm on iPod Touch in now, so it doesn't die on me.
19% battery.
And look at that.
FaceTime. 19% battery power. Charging. Status bar item.
19% battery power.
Swipe down with 3 fingers to reveal notifications.
It's a 5-watt.
Swipe up with 3
Oh my
fingers to
God.
reveal the headings.
It's a 5-watt wall charger from Apple that came in the box with the iPhone 7. Not with the charger. The charger is being at the charger. The iPod 12-watt. And that way charges iPod Touch in like
9:19 p.m. Do not disturb. 19% battery power. Charging. Status bar item. Containers.
so. It's already at 19% and now it's being stabled. Now if I unplug it, then it's going to slowly fall. So the battery calculation in the iPod Touch with iOS 12 is trash. So it's not really the iPod Touch's battery, which that's how it is. But it's a combination of the iPod Touch battery and iOS 12. Now, on the other thing for voiceover users, and this is what I'm going to explain to y'all. If you're looking into an iPod Touch, the bad thing is if you get in a Hangouts call or Skype call and you don't have headphones to grab, good luck trying to get out of it. VoiceOver freezes, and if you turn VoiceOver off, it still freezes the screen.
19% battery power. Chart. Do not 32% battery power.
Look at that.
Status bar item.
32%.
Swipe down with 3 fingers to reveal notificate dock. Messages. Double tap.
But look at that.
FaceTime. To miss FaceTime calls. Double tap to open. VoiceOver off.
VoiceOver shuts off pretty fast. But my conclusion is, don't buy the iPod Touch. Buy an iPad or an iPhone at all costs. The iPod Touch is not worth it. In conclusion, it is not worth it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Sorry I'm sick, and check the description for some goodies. Peace out.